Welcome to Panther Sports Talk. The UNI men's basketball team playing some outstanding basketball in the non-conference. 11-1 as they head into 2020 in league play. And Coach, that ties the school record. That's one of the best starts this program has ever had. You really accomplished a lot in that non-conference.
Yeah, guys played great. You know, we got out of the gates. You know, the first couple games, didn't feel like you were stuck in the mud. Where early in the year sometimes you can have that feeling. I just thought we jumped right in and we played well. Result of having guys that are in with AJ and Trey in their second year, and Fife and Ty being healthy. Some things that have been talked about, but they really make a difference. And the 6 seniors have done a great job. So we just got a lot of good things with this team that are moving in a good direction. But like I've told everybody, Eric, they work hard every day, and that's we stress that. We talk about it. We talk about it all the time. They get in and work. They've put in a lot of work, and they've earned the accomplishments of this November, December.
Yeah, the hard work definitely paying off, and the offense looks improved from last year's offensive output.
Yeah, much better. We're moving better, and not just in the half court. Our pace up and down the court is better, and that's made a difference for us. We're able to get into actions. If we get in transition and we've got an opportunity to get something, the guys take advantage of it. But if it isn't there, we've been able to get right into our half-court offense and not allow the defense to really rest or get set. And that's made a difference for us. I think I would tell you the most important thing though is they really trust each other. They've got an idea of where guys are going to be. They're willing to pass up a shot to get to make one more pass, even another pass after that. They really trust each other, and that showed up against Marshall. Spence hit a 3 in the corner. Trey hit a late 3 at the top of the key. Those are coming off plays where maybe a shot could have been taken earlier in the possession. But they do, man. They really trust each other.
Are you happy with where the defense is at heading into league play?
Yeah, it's going to have to get better. And some of the there's been some stretches where our offense, in terms of turning it over, where teams are able to run out and get easy stuff. That's had an impact on our defensive numbers. But specifically to our half-court defense, right now, Eric, it's good. It needs to be great. Every 10 days, every time you play 2 or 3 games, it's got to get a little bit better. And so we've got that to look forward to, and we are going to have to be better there. And then our defensive rebounding right now is kind of the same. It's good, but that's always been great. We've always been in the top 30 and the top 35 in the country in defensive rebounding percentage, and we're not there right now.
That's exciting. You're 11-1 with that potential to grow as you head into Valley play. More Panther Sports Talk right after this with Coach Jacobson.